Welcome to our group solution for future energy needs. Some benefits of geothermal energy are that it's potentially unlimited energy from the earth that only needs water as a medium to conduct the energy. It is constant, unlike solar and wind energy, and has low operation and maintenance costs. The disadvantages of geothermal energy are high construction costs and potential groundwater contamination if impure water or chemicals are used.
Geothermal energy is generated by basically using underground sources of heat, hot water, and steam that exists at varying temperatures and depths below the Earth's surface as fuel. Deep wells, usually a mile or two, can be drilled into underground reservoirs in order to tap these reservoirs for such as electricity generation, direct use, and heating and cooling. As I just mentioned, there are different ways geothermal energy can be used. Power generation, direct use, and ground source heating and cooling. In power generation, to produce electricity, geothermal plants drill wells in order to tap deep deposits of steam or hot water to drive large turbines to power generators that will essentially then produce electricity. Then the steam is then cooled and condensed and sent back into the geothermal reservoirs. In direct use, this involves geothermal plants tapping into hot water in a geothermal reservoir close to the surface of the earth for things like heating a house during the winter, or for example melting ice and snow on sidewalks. Ground source heating and cooling uses geothermal heat pump, which is basically a high efficient renewable energy technology which takes advantage of the constant temperature of the earth beneath the surface. So this heat pump is able to transfer the heat stored in the earth or the underground water into a building during, for example, the winter, and transfers it out into the ground during the summer. So essentially the heat pump is able to heat and cool homes.
Okay, so there are three methods for energy extraction: dry steam, flash steam, and binary cycle. In dry steam, steam is taken directly from underground wells. This steam is sent to power plants, where they power turbines. Steam is then condensed and sent back to underground wells. This system is rarely used because it requires very hot rocks. In flash steam, hot water flows up through wells from internal pressure. The water pressure then decreases and some water becomes steam. Power is generated from the steam, and then the steam is condensed and injected back into the wells. This is the most common because it allows you to generate more steam at lower temperatures. This cycle requires water at 360 degrees. In binary cycle, hot water is used to heat and vaporize working fluid, which is an organic fluid with a low boiling point. This vaporized fluid powers turbines. The water is then returned back to the wells. This is the most efficient method because it can be conducted at low temperatures, 225 degrees, and generates the most power.
While geothermal energy has many positive consequences, at this point there are many drawbacks as well. One drawback is location. These plants can theoretically be created anywhere, but it's only reasonable to make in regions with easily attainable hot rocks. These regions are found on plate boundaries, where volcanoes and earthquakes are most frequent. Another problem is limited lifetime. Active areas are cooled after decades of use. Also, hazardous gases such as sulfuric acid may also be released during energy extraction. If wells are not well sealed, groundwater contamination may also become a problem. Costs are also a big issue. It will cost around $2,500 initially per kilowatt installed. While initial costs are high, power generation costs are cheaper compared to natural gas. The final problem is that power generated from these plants is small compared to power generated from fossil fuels. Some benefits are that geothermal plants are almost emission-free. They are not subject to fluctuations found in wind and solar power. It has virtually a limitless lifetime. There's also some level of geothermal energy available everywhere, and it can be built underground.
In conclusion, the benefits outweigh the costs. Environmental hazards can be prevented or minimized by taking the proper steps. While the energy is difficult to transfer over long distances, if the plants are put near the distribution centers, then there are no worries. The energy is renewable and accessible anywhere on Earth because it is from the Earth. Geothermal energy is a constant power source that will help improve the future of all mankind. Thank you for watching.